Happy 2023. We have finally entered 2023. I wish you all the best. Hope everyone will have an amazing year, and let's leave 2022 behind. It was a pretty weird year for me. I don't know how everyone else feels about 2022, but for me it was a bit of a difficult year. So hopefully 2023 will be a lot better. And yeah, we are gathered here today to talk about the best and worst makeup of 2022. Best and worst high-end makeup. I sort of went MIA during the holidays because I wanted to enjoy it with my family and I wanted to take a break, but now I am back. I'm full of ideas. I'm so motivated. I took a break. I'm excited. So let's get into this video because I have about 20 minutes to film and I need to get it moving. I'm always on the run. So I discovered a few new products last year and a few old products that I have used throughout 2022 that you really need to know about. And yeah, I'm gonna talk about everything and some products that were not so good. So first thing I wanna talk about is this primer from Glowish by Huda Beauty. I have been loving this primer so much. It is amazing. I have been trying it out, testing it out, and I'm telling you, it's one of the best primers I have tried in a while. It's scent-free, it doesn't have alcohol in it, it has good ingredients in it, it's silicone-free, and I just feel like, because I had a bit of a I had a bit of a situation with my skin. I had like a weird reaction, so my skin is still like recovering, which is why I also didn't film for a few weeks. I think it's something that I ate, so basically like my entire face had little bumps on it. This is not the first time this happens to me, but it is the first time that it is as bad. Before it was just for a few days and now it lasted for like 2 weeks and it's still going on. Obviously you cannot tell on camera because I'm wearing like foundation and concealer and blah blah blah, but like my forehead is full of like bumps, and especially this area is very weird, like the little pimples. But anyway, this primer helped me out a lot to fill in everything, and I feel like it made my skin look amazing even though it had like these little issues. So really recommend it. I feel like people don't really talk about it that much, so you really need to try it out. What else? Something that I feel like didn't really work for me. I'm not gonna say it's like one of the worst products of 2022. I don't want to really use that term, but I feel like it didn't really do much. Is this Milk Under Eye Primer, and this was really sold out. Like it was really hard to get because the girl at the store from Sephora told me it was like the third time they were like refilling it, and I've used this for about 5 or 6 times and I feel like it really doesn't do anything for me. Maybe I haven't tried it enough, and I feel like my concealer creased a bit more when I was using this, so maybe it's just not for me. I don't hate it, but I just feel like it didn't do much. So yeah. If you guys love this product, leave me a comment down below and let me know. Maybe I'm just using it wrong, but I usually put it under my eyes, leave it for like 2-3 minutes, and then I add my concealer. So I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Anyway, I have a bit of a cold going on, so excuse me because here we go again. As I was saying, I have a bit of a cold going on, so if you hear my voice weird, I'm sorry. Next up, this Makeup Forever primer. I have been loving this as well throughout 2022, but I feel like the Glowish Huda Beauty one is a little bit better and it has better ingredients. But if you don't want or don't like that Huda Beauty one, I recommend this one. It is very similar. This one I think is a bit more mattifying, but I like this one as well. So I have been like mixing these two. So I have been alternating between these two. So yeah, another interesting tip. For foundation, I feel like I went through a lot of foundations, but I didn't really find a good staple new foundation. And I just stuck to my favorite NARS Luminous foundation and also the Hourglass foundation. I feel like these were my staple in 2022. They're very full coverage, very easy to blend, but yeah, I feel like I just didn't find anything new amazing. And this is the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I don't know why I said Luminous from NARS. And this is the Hourglass stick. You probably all know this. This is very expensive. It's not cheap, but it is really worth it. I feel like I've had this for quite a while and I still have a lot left. Like this is full coverage and I feel like you only need a small amount. I don't want to get it like all out, but I've used this for quite a while and it's still going, which is great. I got this on sale, by the way, so that was really great. I didn't have to pay like 50 euros for it. I think I paid like 14 euros for it, which is insane. So yeah, love these. Let's move on to concealer. Okay, so for concealer, my newest discovery was the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. I have been loving this. It's not super expensive, but it's not super cheap either. Loved the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer, although one thing I will have to say about it is teeny tiny. Like compared to the Born This Way concealer, it is so much smaller and you get less product, and I feel like they're the same, more or less the same price. So for the price point, I prefer honestly this one. But as a new concealer of 2022, this one was great. Very full coverage and easy to blend, easy to work with. The formula was amazing. So yeah, Huda Beauty has been going on very strong with their latest products. They've been going on strong or coming on strong. I don't remember how to say that. Anyway, they've been coming on strong and coming out with like super really amazing quality products, and this was one of them. The only thing I would have preferred for it to be a little bit bigger, but that's okay. That's just because I'm used to the Born This Way concealer, which is like almost like a foundation. But yeah, recommend these two 100%. I've been loving these throughout 2022. I am running out of breath today. It's very hard for me to talk today. Anyway, moving on to eye primer. I have been obsessed with the P. Louise base. I feel like there is no other base that can replace it. I even got this lighter shade. I used to use this darker one and I mix these two together and I get the perfect shade. This is shade 1 and this is shade 3 because shade 2 was unavailable. I think this is shade 2. Yeah, this is shade 3 and this is shade 1. Shade 2 was unavailable, so I just mix these together and get the perfect color, the perfect shade for my lids. As a palette, the Natasha Denona Bronze palette has been my favorite in 2022. This palette is one of my all-time favorite palettes. It is so gorgeous. It has amazing shimmery shades. It has amazing matte shades, brown shades, and it's just, I feel like it's the best. It's not an affordable palette, obviously, but if you're looking for like a good quality palette, this is the palette for you. Natasha Denona in general is just amazing. Her eyeshadows are fabulous and they're really worth the money. For a bronzer, I really, how can I say this? I mean, I've tried some new bronzers, but I feel like none of them compare to the Hourglass Radiant bronzer. This bronzer has been my all-time favorite throughout 2022 and I just can't find a better one because I don't like a matte bronzer, and this one has the perfect amount of glow to it, but it's not like shimmery. And I even tried like the NARS bronzer, the Laguna bronzer. That was way too light for me. And then there was another one, I don't remember the shade, also from NARS, from the same collection. Oh, I have like a fluff here. From the same collection, and it was too dark for me. So I couldn't find my right shade for the NARS bronzers. And then what else? I don't know, I tried a bunch of other ones and I feel like the Hourglass one is still one of the best bronzers on the market out there. So if you know a dupe for it, please enlighten me because this is expensive and I've had it for a really long time and I still have not hit pan, which is crazy. I even recommended it to my best friend because she was using it like all the time and I told her, girl, you really need to get this, and obviously she got it. Anyway, let's continue. For your contour, I still recommend the Benefit Hoola bronzer. This is incredible. I have actually hit pan and this is the small one. The large one I don't have. I've only had the small one, so I'm definitely gonna repurchase this. I still love this so much. I haven't found a better product for your for your contour. I feel like this is the right shade and it's really worth it. There's nothing more to say to it. Okay, as for brushes, I still think the Zoeva brushes are the best on the market. This is their Kabuki brush, but in general, all Zoeva brushes are amazing and they're not too expensive. This is the 104 buffer brush. I've had this for years and years and years, and I still haven't found a brand that has such good quality brushes for such an amazing price. The eye brushes are also amazing, and I just think if you want to invest in like a good brush, you should definitely try Zoeva. They just last a really long time. I've washed this a million times and it doesn't shade. It's just really amazing. So you can see like it's already like the paint is starting to come off because I've had this, I'm telling you, for years and years and years, and it's still going strong. Okay, let's talk about blushes. I used to hate blushes, but now because of the NARS Orgasm blush, now I do like blushes. Because the thing is, so let me explain it to you. This blush is really nice. Yeah, it's very beautiful, pinky, blah, 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 blah. But don't use this directly on your cheeks. It will emphasize everything. And I started using this, it's expensive, okay? It's like very expensive. I started using this like right here in this area, but not on my cheeks, because the day I use it on my cheeks, you could see like all the imperfections, and even my boyfriend was like, what did you do to your skin? Like, your skin is not like it normally is, because normally I have pretty good skin. And this was emphasizing literally every single pore on my cheek, and even the fact that he noticed means that it's really noticeable. So if you have a more difficult skin or you have imperfections, I don't recommend this blush for you because it will emphasize everything. However, you can use it like on this area because this tends to be a less like difficult area. But if you have like pimples and imperfections like right here, I don't really recommend this, but it is a very pretty blush. However, after using that NARS blush, However, after trying that NARS blush, I found this palette from Tarte, and this is an amazing blush palette. These colors are so gorgeous, and these have a sheen to it. They're not glowy like the NARS Orgasm blush. These have like a very light, subtle shine to it, and they don't emphasize your pores. So if you have a more like difficult skin, I really recommend these. They also have a bronzer, which is this one right here, and it's so buttery and gorgeous, and it has the perfect amount of throw to it, and it has the perfect amount of glow to it. So I really recommend it. It's not too expensive. You get 5 blushes and a bronzer, so 6 altogether, which is great. I got it on sale for like 29 euros, which is an amazing price, but now I think it's about 45 euros, but still it's a good price for all the products, like for all the amount of blushes you're getting in here. Also the packaging, I mean, come on, it like screams my name. Very, very gorgeous and worth every penny. Continuing with the blush situation, I found this blush from Charlotte Tilbury that I have been loving. This is a cream brush. It's not new. It has been around for a very long time, but it is new to me. I've only tried it this year, and this is the Beauty Light Wand High Blush and shade You for a reason. I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, you'll know which one it is. And it's just, it has this really cool applicator. I don't apply it directly to my skin. I apply it to the back of my hand, and then I use a beauty blender to apply it. Make sure you also apply it directly on your foundation and not on your powder. I've made up mistakes, it still works, but you need to blend it out a little bit more. And as for the highlighter, it is also really amazing, but it is a little bit too light for me. So this is like super, super glow, very, very beautiful, but a bit too light for me. So I will have to wait to be even more pasty white, and now that winter is here, in order to use this. But I use it in like the inner corner, or just to highlight the high points of my cheeks, but not like all over, because I look like a ghost. but it is a very beautiful highlighter, especially if you're fair. It's like the perfect product for you. And it is not too crazy intense, which is great. It is, however, very buildable. So you just add a small amount. If you don't like a very crazy highlighter, you can just add a small amount, tap, 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 and that's it. Or you can keep on adding and it will intensify. So yeah, keep that in mind. For powder highlighter, I discovered this Huda Beauty Medium Glow Obsession palette. This has been my go-to highlighting palette, and I feel like these colors are perfect. You get a pinkier one. These two are more like for deeper skin, more, let's say, brownish goldish, and this one is for more fair skin, and this one is more like a light gold, like maybe more of a champagne. They're wonderful, so easy to blend. I'm actually wearing these two at the bottom right now. I'm wearing them on my skin, and there's nothing more I can say about this, just really amazing. However, if you want a very intense highlighter, I still use and love the Jeffree Star King Tut highlighter. I haven't found a highlighter, oh for God's sake, this is so annoying, like the train's passing every single time. Anyway, so yeah, as I was saying, if you want a very intense highlighter for your body, for your inner corner, for your cheek area, if you just want a really intense highlighter, I still love the one from Jeffree Star. This is the King Tut. You can see it next to my hand. It is huge. I still haven't hit pan. I've used this for a really long time, and as you can see, like next to my head, it's really, really big. And especially for like the collarbone, and just if you want an intense highlighter in general, this will, like in my opinion, is still the best one on the market. So anyway, let's continue. Lipsticks. One lipstick I really didn't like was this Rare Beauty lipstick, and the reason why I didn't like it, this is how it opens. Very cute packaging, a very cute mechanism, but the color is gorgeous. I don't hate it. I will still keep on using it. This is shade Gifted. However, the only thing I didn't like was that it transfers a lot, like a lot. And also, if you add too much on your lips, it will feel like you have glue on your lips. It's like, I don't know, like don't add a lot, just add a small amount, just add a light layer and you'll be fine. But if you keep on adding more and more, it is not comfortable at all. So keep that in mind. But yeah, it's a very pretty shade and I will still keep on using it, just a bit uncomfortable to wear sometimes. However, the lip liner from Rare Beauty, also in shade Gifted, I did love this one. It was very lightweight, easy to apply, and I also love the fact that you can roll it out and you don't have to sharpen it, because I hate sharpening. I hate to have to sharpen a lip liner. I'm not the biggest fan. So the fact that you can just go like that, perfect. A product that I was actually not impressed was the lip liner from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This was in shade Cool Brown. Was it Cool Brown? Yes, this is shade Cool Brown. It's a very beautiful shade. It's so creamy, but the reason why I didn't like it is that it is a bit too creamy and it's not very long wear. However, the reason why I didn't like it was because it is not very long wear and I feel like it bleeds a little bit around your lip area. And I mean, for the price point, this should not happen because this is quite expensive. And this one from Max Factor is also a similar shade, and this one does not bleed at all. And if you can look, this is the one from Max Factor right here. They're very similar. This one is half the price and it doesn't bleed. So I was a little bit disappointed with this one from Anastasia Beverly Hills, especially for the price point. I will still keep on using it. It's just, you need to be careful so that it won't like bleed. So you need to be really careful when you eat or drink something, because it will just move around a bit because it's really, really creamy. Let's continue with lipsticks. I'm gonna remove this because it's annoying me. Oh, I'm starting to feel really sick. I'm getting a cold and it's not good. I'm feeling like my throat is hurting and I feel like my cough is starting to come through. and I'm even like a little bit lightheaded, but we're almost done with the video. Another lipstick that I have been loving was this NARS lipstick, and this is really expensive as well, but it is so worth your money. This shade is really gorgeous. They have a bunch of other shades, especially the red shades. I really want to get one of those because they look amazing. This does not transfer, it is transfer proof. This is shade No Angel, and this shade, I'm telling you, it is such a gorgeous brown. It's like a more of a fall color, but also for winter as well. It's a very gorgeous brown, and yeah, really recommended, and it is so worth every penny, even though it is very expensive. Also, another product that I have been using throughout 2022, 2021, and I keep on going back to are these liquid lipsticks from Jeffree Star. These nude ones are amazing. I'm always using I'm Nude Celebrity Skin. I'm always using I'm Nude Celebrity Skin and Mannequin. I keep on going back to these all the time, even though there's a bunch of new liquid lipsticks on the market, new lipsticks or whatever, but these are really an amazing product. Like these three, all of the Jeffree Star liquid lip in general are amazing. The formula is amazing, and it is so lightweight, and I keep on going back to these no matter what. Okay, and last but not least, these two products from Tarte, the Maracuja lipsticks, have been incredible. I'm actually wearing strawberry on my lips with a lip liner underneath, and it is so gorgeous. These are really beautiful. They give an amazing sheen. They have an amazing sheen, and they give a little something. And yeah, I just really love these. I recommend them 100%, even though they're very pricey. They're 20 euros for each, and yeah, it's not very cheap, but it is worth it. So yeah, that's it guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what other videos you want me to do, and I'll see you very soon. Toodles!